A small town is picking up the pieces today after a large fire.
The fire ripped through downtown Madelia. The fire destroyed a handful of businesses, leaving a gaping hole in the downtown area. It was a fire that was tough to fight because of the snow and blizzard conditions in the area. Firefighters had a hard time just getting to the scene. Madelia is in southwestern Minnesota near Mankato, and that is where we find John Lauritsen this evening. Hello, John.
Hi, Amelia. Behind me here is a look at the destruction in downtown Madelia. This fire really completely changed the landscape of downtown. There were half a dozen businesses destroyed in this fire just in this spot, about half of Main Street. And more buildings could come down because of smoke damage.
I thought it was going to take the whole thing, the whole works down, the whole north side.
Merle Johnson lives a block from downtown Madelia. He woke up at 3 o'clock this morning and did a double take when he looked out his window.
The flames it was red hot then, they must have been 40, 50 feet in the air, just a glow.
Firefighters got the call just after 2 o'clock this morning. An explosion shortly after blew out windows across Main Street. Mutual aid from neighboring cities was called, but blowing and drifting snow allowed the fire to do more damage.
The problem was the roads weren't open and we had to struggle to get surrounding communities here.
More than 100 firefighters eventually arrived on scene. It took about 2 hours before the fire was under control.
Physically, everybody's pretty good. It's just going to take a little mental state of mind for people to recover on this one.
That's because Madelia's downtown business district was full and doing well. Witnesses think the fire started in a flower shop and quickly spread to 4 other connecting businesses. One of the firefighters on scene owned the flower shop. The city expected to dig out of a winter storm. What they weren't expecting was to lose half their Main Street.
And then it's just sad to see something like this. My mom is at home and she didn't want to come down here just because it's hard.
And some firefighters did suffer minor injuries but are expected to be okay. The exact cause of this fire is still under investigation, but it's not just the businesses lost here. A lot of history in Madelia. Some of these buildings are more than 100 years old, so a lot to replace here, and we'll see what happens as they go forward.
Oh, that is a loss, John. I know it's a little soon, but is there any talk about rebuilding?
And kind of alluding to that just a little bit, we tried to talk to some of the business owners today. They just said they weren't sure yet. The city's not even really sure. It's so early right now. Egg Star Financial Services is a building. They donated $15,000 to kind of help with the rebuild here in Madelia. They're urging other businesses to do the same. So we'll see what happens going forward. Madelia is still very early right now.
All right. Thank you, John.